The doorbell rang and I think I received my books. I got my books. Just gonna have to carry it inside into the house. And oh, it's pretty heavy. I got quite a few. And oh my God, this is super exciting. Carried it inside. I'm gonna open it and have you guys enjoy this experience with me. This is incredible. I am a published author. So let's put it down here. I'm gonna pause this. So I have it here. I'm gonna do this outdoors. And let me just put my camera on the stand. So I've got my box. I'm gonna open it. And let's see my books. Keep it here because it's a pretty windy day. The reason I'm sitting outside is because it snowed and we're having supposedly something called the Indian summer, Indian weather. And so I'm deciding to do this outdoors. My book has arrived. Oh, wow. Oh my God. This is so surreal. I hadn't, I approved everything online. I hadn't seen it. Oh, the words are fabulous. Oh, this is incredible. And I have a whole bunch. I got 25 of these to give to the people around me because it's COVID, and friends and neighbors here. So I could give them my books, and this is just exceptional. I can't believe it. Oh my God. I have a book. My name. It's mine. Me. I wrote a book and I published it. So this is really exciting. Oh my God, I've been waiting for this day. Let's push that out of the way and let me just lavish and enjoy this amazing. Okay, so it looks like I want to read this. I want to read the first introduction chapter for you inside on my favorite couch, okay? So I'll take you from the outside to the inside because this is actually where I want to sit and read for you guys the introduction. All right, let's start. The book on the introduction. I'm going to read you the introduction of my book, my favorite spot, with the cutest dog. Okay. I stubbed out my cigarette in a flower pot that was home to a plant long since dried out. Until now, it looked like nothing more than a weed. Poor thing. The heat of Dubai was too much for it. I tried to comfort myself with the thought that it had lived a vibrant life and fulfilled its purpose. And then I lit another cigarette. I wasn't about to leave behind a full pack. Just then I caught a whiff of apple-scented tobacco, the kind they use in shisha pipes. Someone downstairs must also be on their balcony. I hoped the music pouring out of the apartment wasn't causing problems for them. It was loud, drumming through the quietness lurking in the dark corners of the balcony. The small apartment behind me was packed, and streams of people came out intermittently to socialize and have a cigarette break. Each one gave me a passing smile, forcing me to provide the same in return. Luckily and unexpectedly, the balcony emptied out when a popular song started up, and I hoped once that song was done, another hit song would be played, so I'd have the balcony to myself a little longer. It was a warm night, and because we were on the 25th floor, there was a slight breeze, making the stay outside a little more comfortable. I looked down and could barely make out where Sally had parked her car. The shisha smoker also made his way back inside, and I heard him sliding the balcony door shut. Alone at last. These past few months had been hell on everyone in my life, from the shock of the divorce, to airing the laundry, the dirty laundry, to my agonizing sense of unworthiness. I wondered how many people at this party knew my story. And if they didn't already, I bet they would by the end of the night. I never thought this was how I wanted to be known. You don't start out your life planning how your story would be told. You try to control it. And you're bound to hit some twists and turns, but to completely lose control is just plain tough. How I wished for some control back. How I wished for all of this to end. Thank God they were all busy inside singing happy birthday. I climbed up on the ledge, trampling whatever was left of that shrub in the flower pot. Took one last deep puff and flicked my cigarette out towards the street. I watched it float down until I could no longer see it. Then I closed my eyes and allowed my pain to take over. And that's the introduction. And I'm excited for you to purchase the book so that you can see who I dedicate it to, which will be quite a surprise. And to start out chapter 1 and tell me what you think. I hope you liked the introduction and it enticed you to want to read the rest of the book. At the end of the book, you're going to find a lot of questions and answers. This book is extremely helpful for everyone who's dealt with a toxic partner, emotionally and mentally abusive partner, or narcissist. I needed something like this when I was trapped in that agonizing moment of my life, and I didn't have any answers. I was left to my own mental anguish, confusion, and unworthiness. And no matter where I looked, I just didn't understand what was going on in my life. So I wrote my story, showing hope, light, explaining what really was going on, in hopes that those in the same situation can read the story, can read my story, and feel what it's like, and they can get their answers through reading this. It's also made for everyone who has a friend or a family member who's in a toxic relationship and they're just sick of that person. Read the book because it'll give you deep insight as to what they're actually going through, right? It's not so easy to leave the relationship or walk out. It really, really, really isn't. From the introduction, you can tell that I was about to commit suicide. That's how bad it is. And I'm an optimistic, happy person. I've always been, and I'm back into that again. So you can imagine. So this is helpful for anyone who wants to understand what their family member or friend is going through. If to help offer it as a gift to a friend who you believe might be in a toxic relationship. And how can you know? I'll keep a video of one of the videos where how can you tell if your friend is in a toxic relationship or not. And this is helpful for anybody just to validate the people who are suffering deeply in toxic relationships and are trapped and cannot leave. One thing that helps all of them move forward is validation, to be validated for the agony that they're going through and to be understood, right? This just puts courage in them to feel that they have people who understand them, stand by them, and love them no matter what. And this book will really help with that. At the end, you can look at the questions and answers to get more insights as to how to move on, what it really is, what it looks like, just really quick ideas. And the online course that I'm working on, hopefully it'll be done soon, to help those move forward after experiencing this personally. So this is a book for practically everybody, since a lot of people are in toxic relationships or know people in toxic relationships. I hope you enjoy it. I'd love to hear your comments. When the Amazon link comes out, I'll check now if it's out. If it is, I'll have it at the bottom. If not, I'll put the Fraser Press, which is the publishing company, their link for you to purchase it and read it. I would recommend getting the book before the e-one. All right, this is yet another one of the most fabulous days of my life. All right, take care. Bye.